Welcome, dear viewers, to Diabetes Hope channel, the channel where we educate you, motivate you, and encourage you to control your diabetes and probably reverse it. This is the place where you find hope. I am your co-host, Nyambura Madenge, and our host is
Wanjiko Dongo.
Welcome, Wanjiko Dongo, to the channel.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, our viewers, for watching us yet again.
Thank you, for sure.
Yes.
So, the reason why we are so heavily dressed is because we live in Nairobi, Kenya, and it's very cold and chilly down here. So, we don't want to catch a cold.
Yes.
So, Mwalimu, what do you have for us today?
Today, Sarah, I want us to talk about monitoring blood sugars while fasting.
Ah, nice.
Now, you know, dear viewers, today I want to surprise you.
Oh.
When we went on a Daniel fast, someone decided that it's time for me to do them a favor.
Oh, really? What kind of a favor?
Sarah, you can imagine. The person wanted me to fast for 3 days.
Really? Continuously?
Exactly.
Wow.
You see, it's something they had not done before.
Oh, they had never fasted
They had never fasted for such a long time. And they knew that it is something I recommend.
Wow.
Although for our viewers, this is something we have not yet discussed.
Okay.
Now, this friend of mine, she wanted to try it.
Okay.
And since I had recommended it for her, she thought I was the best person to try out with her. She put this one condition. She said she does not want to die alone while fasting for such a long time.
3 days. Okay.
So she wanted me to accompany her.
Okay.
Because, as she told me, the road to heaven can be such a lonely path when you travel it alone.
I know.
And you see, Sarah, I love challenges.
Okay.
And so I just jumped right in. But I told her, we cannot just sit somewhere for 3 days and fast. That would be very, very boring.
Yes.
So we agreed it's best for us to go to a prayer and fasting center so that at least if we happen to die,
you will go straight to heaven.
We'd simply get an express train ticket to heaven.
Because you'll die fasting and praying. Really?
I am telling you. So that way, the fasting will have a double blessing.
True.
It will be both spiritual and physical.
Wow.
And the results will be both spiritual nourishment and physical cleansing.
Nice.
To me, that sounded very nice.
Wow, that's lovely.
Yes.
And did you you guys didn't die? I can see you here. And no wonder you were missing Mwalimu. There are some days I really looked for you and you were nowhere to be found.
It was a great experience just to connect with God.
Nice.
Yeah.
You should invite me the next time.
I'll consider.
Good.
Well, I also decided that this would be a very good opportunity for me to show viewers how blood sugars behave when you go on a long fast.
Nice.
So I went there armed with Dr. Mike.
Nice. Wow.
Now, on the day we decided to go, we went in the afternoon, and so we had lunch.
Yeah.
And for me, as usual, I had a low-carb lunch.
Nice.
The prayer center was quite a distance from where we were, from Nairobi that is, and it was to take us about 3 hours.
Wow.
So, while we were on the way, we passed quite a number of maize roasting joints.
Yes, your favorite.
And since my partner is not diabetic, she really insisted that we must stop and buy some roasted maize.
Nice. I'm sure you are like, yes, full on. Full on.
I simply told myself, I have 3 days with no food. I might as well fall into the temptation.
I know.
Well, in any case, I'll be fasting.
I know.
So even if the sugars go high, no problem.
They will come down at some point.
I will deal with them.
You'll have had enough time to bring them down.
Exactly.
Nice.
And so I can assure you, I fully enjoyed a full maize cob.
Wow, I know you and maize. Yes, that would be a temptation.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what happened is that after we arrived in the fasting station at around 6 o'clock,
okay,
we simply went for our first prayer session,
okay,
which ended at around 9.
Oh.
I didn't even remember to check my sugars. I just went to sleep.
Yeah, after that long drive, yeah.
Yes. So in the morning, at around 9 a.m.,
okay,
that is when I did my first testing.
Okay.
I had no idea where the sugars would be, considering what I had done the night before. But to my surprise, the sugars were at 5.1.
Wow.
You should have seen me.
Dancing in that room, I'm
Dancing
sure.
all over the place and feeling very, very excited. And my friend was looking at me like,
What's
so
the
what?
fuss? Really?
You know, Sarah, this diabetic thing and testing of sugars, it can be something that is very depressing.
I know.
Only us who walk on that road know how good it is when you get sugars in the 5s early in the morning.
Yes.
And so I was really a very excited person, ready to hit the prayers.
So with all that excitement, knowing you, I'm sure you must have volunteered to test your friend. The way you're so good at it.
Sarah, I can assure you I tried. I persuaded my friend that even if she's not diabetic, it's good to check these sugars.
Yes.
And you know what she told me? She told me she hates needles.
Who likes needles?
And if I can test without pricking her fingers, she was very much okay with it. But pricking her fingers, oh, that was a no-go zone.
Really? So she didn't agree to it, because with checking the blood sugar, you have to prick.
You have no option.
Or you break the finger.
I wish I had a pug. And so, dear viewers, I'm sorry I have only records for myself and not for my friend.
Okay.
After testing the sugars, which were
5.1.
Yes. So we went for breakfast.
Okay.
Have an idea what we took?
No.
Water.
Hey, and I was volunteering to take you next time.
Hey. No. You're very much welcome. It's a very, very lovely place. We had water for breakfast.
But lunch you'll have something.
We had water for lunch. And we had water for dinner.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So the whole day you did not eat anything?
No, we ate.
What? What did you eat, Walimu?
The word of God.
Yeah, okay, that's a nice one.
You know, Sarah, what the Bible says? That man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God.
Yeah.
That is what we enjoyed.
Wow.
And that was how our Monday was.
Okay.
Come Tuesday. On this day, I tested my sugars at 8:30 after prayers in the morning. And the sugars were down to 4.6.
Wow, nice.
That was good. That was expected. And then around lunch hour, I was feeling a bit weak.
Okay.
And I got that curiosity.
Yes, to know where my sugars are.
I wanted to know where the sugars are. Because of course I knew they will be raw, and therefore I had the energy
to keep checking.
keep testing. At least you can prove your sugars can get raw.
I know.
And the sugars were at 3.5.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah.
I know. So you were not worried that your sugars are going to get too low and you need to eat?
No. I was not worried at all.
Okay.
Because there's one principle I know about the body, that the body is very intelligent.
Yes.
The body would not agree to die out of it. I knew the body will go looking for the fat in the river.
Okay.
It will go looking for the fat in the muscle, and it is going to convert them to energy. And I only needed enough energy for prayers. So
nice.
I was not worried at all.
Wow.
And then come 5 p.m., I decided to test the sugars again. And the sugars were at 3.3.
Hey, you must have been so excited.
I was feeling so good. I was feeling so good.
Nice.
And I knew, of course, the prayers were also contributing.
Yes, and the food, the word of God.
And
yes.
the food. And so, 3.3, but I just decided to move on with my life, and we continued with the prayers.
Wow, that's nice.
Now, after prayers at 8 p.m., I decided to take a cup of tea with milk because I was starting to feel the effects of the fasting. The body was starting to feel like I'm a bit lethargic. So I decided, since I've been offered a cup of tea for free,
let me have it.
Let me just enjoy it. But of course, I did this with just milk and no sugar.
Nice.
And when I went back to my room at around 11 p.m., I decided to test the sugars again.
Okay.
And they were at 3.8.
From 3.3.
Yes. So you can see the effect of the milk.
In the tea.
In the tea.
Yeah,
so
because that's the only thing you took.
It is the only thing I took. And that is why we tell our viewers, don't keep on taking tea every day, every hour, every minute.
Yeah.
Tea with milk also has an element of sugar. Now come day 3, which was a Wednesday.
Yes.
And this was going to be the last day of our fasting. We intended to officially end the fasting at 1 in order to travel back to Nairobi in very good time. And on this day, I woke up quite early and tested the sugars at 6:30 in the morning. And the sugars were very good. Nothing I have seen before.
They were at
3.2.
Wow.
So that was nice.
Good.
That was nice. Of course, the body wasn't feeling as strong.
Yeah.
But I knew I would make it. So at 8 o'clock, I decided, since the sugars are low and I still wanted to pray with a bit of energy, I decided to take tea again.
Okay.
So I took tea with milk, but no sugar.
All this time no sugar.
No sugar at all.
Nice.
But of course, you know, with diabetics and curiosity. So after I had taken the tea, I decided, let me go back to the room and test the sugars again.
Yes.
Just to see the effect of that tea. And I tested, and the sugars came to 3.7.
After the tea with milk.
After the tea with
no
milk.
Sugar.
No sugar.
Okay.
So it was still another rise, but very, very insignificant indeed. But that is just to prove to those people that do not know that milk has some retro sugar.
Yeah.
We were to end the fasting at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And therefore at around 12, before we packed, I decided to test the sugars again.
Okay.
And I got 3.1.
Wow. Very good readings.
I felt so good. I felt so good.
I can imagine.
I knew I had done my body a favor by
Good.
doing the fasting.
Yes.
And I also had done my spirit a favor.
Yeah.
I was really feeling quite close to God. I was feeling at peace with human beings.
You had forgiven everyone.
I had made sure I had forgiven everyone.
Nice.
Even our viewers who refused to see our videos.
Or don't see to the end.
Or they don't see to the end. You are forgiven.
Nice.
It was a very, very lovely moment. Yes.
So, what lessons would you say you learned from that fast?
One thing I would say is that fasting for a long period of time is very good.
Nice.
When you do it for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, because you are able to get sugars that you didn't see at any other time. For example, I have done intermittent fasting, and you just find yourself going to 4.4, 4.2. I have not recorded a 3.
Nice.
And I think it is good when you record such low numbers.
Yes.
Because remember, at the end of the day, when we do an A1C test, it's an average of the highs and the lows. So when you get such low numbers, you also will get A1C that is very low. So it is something that is very, very good to do.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
But remember, viewers,
yes,
you cannot do this kind of fasting if you are on medication.
True.
It can be very, very disastrous.
Wow.
I don't know why, Sarah. Because medicine is not intelligent.
True.
Medicine will push your sugars to below 3.
Below, which is very dangerous. Yeah.
So if you go below 3, you go below 2, you go below 1.
Oh, you're gone.
We shall say goodbye.
I know. Boy.
So, dear viewers, if you intend to do this kind of fast,
and you're on medication, consult your doctor.
Have your doctor's number. Have your Dr. Mike, and have people close to you.
True.
So that they keep on testing your sugars, because it is not something that is advisable. So we can only enjoy this, those of us that do not take medicine.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So what future plans do you have?
Dear viewers, I enjoyed this experience.
Okay.
Not only just the praying, but to see my sugars at 3.1.
I know.
I think that was very exciting.
Yeah.
And you know, Sarah, I keep saying the body is intelligent, but sometimes you also want to test how intelligent is that body.
True.
I therefore am imagining that I'll take another fast, maybe after a month or so, and try and go for maybe 5 days, maybe 6 days, and just try and see whether the sugars can go to below 3.
Wow. Okay.
From the readings I have done, they say it is very difficult to push your sugars below 3 unless you have medication. And as long as the sugars are above 3, you are okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to die.
Good.
You will survive. So I think I'll try this sometime, but I don't know when.
Okay.
Maybe we can try with you.
There where people are not eating. It's just water, water, water.
It's a lovely place because there are no temptations.
Wow. Anyway, I would love to try. I've done 3 days, but with all the buzz around you, I would want to try it, like you said, in a prayer center and just see what happens.
But you didn't have Dr. Mike?
No, I didn't have a Dr. Mike.
No. It's good to carry around Dr. Mike.
Yeah.
Because you get to see good things.
Yeah.
Yes. And you get motivated, you get encouraged, you get excited. Yes.
Good. So what you have basically said is that the body goes to the stores and gets whatever it is, the sugars from there for energy.
Yes, you just go to the body for energy. And by the time you come back, for example, I checked my weight. By the time I came back, I'd lost 1 kg. In how many days? 3 days.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of it is water, water weight. Yeah. But still something to celebrate.
True. Okay, good.
The other advantage that you find after taking a fast for such a long time is that your body is very, very highly insulin sensitive. So
meaning?
What happens is that in your next meal, even if it is a high carb meal, you will realize that the sugars do not go as high as they were going before.
Okay.
And they also come down very fast. So you find that after eating that meal, within the next 30 minutes, the sugars have gone high and the sugars have very, very fast come down.
Wow.
And I think that is a very, very good advantage.
Yes.
Because that is what we want with diabetics.
True.
That whatever you eat, if the sugars go high, within a very short period of time, they come down. And I think that that is a very, very important advantage of these long fasts.
Nice.
Yes.
Good.
And so, dear viewers, that was my experience with a 3-day fast.
Okay.
I would encourage you also to try and give us your results.
Yes.
It will be such a joy for us to record what happened to you when you went on a long-term fast.
Good.
I think, Sarah, that's enough for today. So can I tell our viewers goodbye until we meet next time?
Good.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Mwalimu, for telling us your experience. And we have learned that going for long fasts are good. But if you're on medication, please be in touch with your doctor and make sure you have your doctor mic with you. So thank you very much, dear viewers, for your continued support. And from us, it's goodbye. God bless you. Until next time.